Hello,
Hey,
how's it going?
how are you?
I'm great. How are
Good,
you?
good. Sorry, I'm 4 minutes late. I had to get my setups right. How are you?
Hey, no worries at
Yeah,
all. I was
good, really
honestly,
good. Thank you so much for joining us.
it's all good. I was sorry. We might have some latency, so sorry if I'm like talking or interrupting you or something. But yeah, no worries about being late. I was playing guitar and I was just
Don't
practicing,
worry.
so we're all good.
No, no worries. I'm still getting used to live, so if I interrupt you too, just let me know because of the back and forth. Sometimes the delay is so bad. Anyway, so we're prepared to talk about the first single. How's your quarantine going so far before we get into it? How are you vibing it?
It is what it is. I'm stuck at home, so there's not much. But at
Yeah.
the same time, like I'm doing a lot of stuff like this, and like I'm working a lot. So I'm very happy to be working and to be busy. Not everyone is, so I'm grateful.
No, that's definitely a good energy to have. Do you have like any favorite like quarantine snacks that you're eating at the moment? Any movies for everyone watching? Give us some tips, Jack.
Okay, so quarantine snacks. My family, I mean, this sounds very like it's a very basic snack, but my family has gotten very back into Oreos. It's like a very, popular snack, but
Good one.
we've been eating a lot of Oreos. We've been eating a lot of ice cream, so there's that. But movies, I haven't watched a lot of movies. I've watched a lot of shows, and I'm about to start this one called True Detective with Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson, and I'm super excited because a bunch of my friends have watched it and told me that it's amazing. So that's something that I'm really looking forward to watching.
Well, you guys, you heard it. So maybe we should all start True Detective today, and then we
There
can
you go.
swap some tips and what's good and what's not.
Yeah.
So the song "My Love." Tell me about the track. How are you feeling? Like, how's the feeling of just you release your first track right now? How do you feel?
No, it's crazy. It's really like an exciting energy for me because it's my very first thing, as you said, and it's so new for me. Doing all this promo and doing all this stuff, even though I'm doing it from home, like just doing it alone
Mm,
and not with Jack J. It's a totally different vibe for me.
yeah.
So it's been awesome though. It's been so exciting, and the feedback has been amazing from all the not only the fans but the
Mm,
new fans. Like I'm seeing, like my related artists on Spotify, have such a change from like my related artists with Jack and Jack, and it's like
mm.
it's also new and different. And so I'm glad that people are taking to the song well and people are enjoying it. And it's cool because like every day there's actually been more streams, so it's nice that
Mm.
it's growing. I feel like kind of naturally at this point before we get to like going to radio and doing a lot more of this kind of stuff. So it's fun, it's cool. I'm really excited. I hope you like it. Have you heard it?
Yeah, yeah, I love it. It's Don Toliver's in it, right? He's
Yeah,
got a
yeah,
good
he's
like, yeah,
so
yeah. It's a
sick.
vibe.
Okay, hell yeah,
It makes
thank
me
you, I'm
feel like
glad.
summer, but like I'm at home, so I can't really turn up. But
No, listen, that was my whole plan for this song. We made it last summer, and I always wanted people to like turn up to this song and like get super hype and lit and
mm,
like able to actually have a great time while listening to it. And I know we're all stuck at home right now, so it's not exactly that way, but I still hope people are enjoying it. Some girl just said it's her birthday. Happy birthday, Madeline or
happy
Madeline.
birthday.
Yeah, so I just saw
um,
that.
you're good. You're good. I'm so bad with following the comments. Sometimes I'm like, sorry, send it again.
No,
Um,
sometimes I have to like ignore them too because like they'll be saying some stuff, and I'm like, I need to
wild,
focus on what we're talking
wild.
about.
They say some wild stuff. I was gonna ask, is it strange going into this new like solo chapter during this time?
It's definitely strange. It's a totally new experience. Not only just how I said like doing everything alone, but doing it
Mm,
from home is, as you know, I mean, we all know it's weird. It's a totally different change of pace from what we're used to, and especially with like music promotion and stuff that goes into like making a
mm,
song what it is. I feel like it's all about traveling the world and seeing as many people as you can and reaching as many people as you can, not only online but in person. And so that's like a little bit of a blockade for me, and I feel like it's definitely a sad moment because we're all kind of stuck on our own. But
mm.
I know we're going to recover. I know we're going to get back to the way things were. And so I guess it just has me way more excited than I would have been for the future because I can't wait to go play live and to just meet a million people, try to see as many people as I can.
Yeah, I'm sure your fans are super happy. They're literally blowing up these comments, being like, they probably cannot wait to meet you. No, it's good to hear that energy and good to know that you're excited because I feel like there's a mixed, we all go through mixed emotions. Some days you wake up and you feel great. Some days you're like, ah. But in terms of the track, what inspired the track and lyrically, what's it about?
Yeah, what inspired the track was mainly, you know, different relationships that I've been in and
Mm.
different experiences that I've had, or even relationships that I've observed. You know, I try to, when I write music, I try to pull from not only just my experiences, but, you know, like I have a bunch of friends and I know everybody has friends and everybody talks and learns things from their friends. And, you know, I pull from all different types of things that I hear about and see in my own life. And so for this one, it's definitely about those type of things for me. But, yeah, it's really about like loving, like it's all about loving someone so much that no matter what they do, like they'll
Mm.
never be able to like hurt you completely, like you'll still love them, but at the same time it's very much about loving yourself too, to the point where like you know when it's wrong for you to be you know in some sort of relationship, whether it's a friendship or a, you know, a significant other. It's all about making sure that you love yourself enough to make sure that you're being treated correctly, you know. So that's what it's about to me, but I hope people can find their own meanings in it, and hopefully relate to it on their own level, you know, in their own lives.
No, I definitely think they can. And I love how you was like, it's not just about like relationships between like, you know, like girlfriend or whatever. It's more so just about relationships within your life as well too.
Yeah,
So no, it's a beautiful way to describe it. I was gonna say in terms of like your sound and I guess my love, but then also what we're gonna expect from you in the future. What could you put it in a genre, if you could,
it's
or
so hard
genres?
because, yeah, no, for sure. It's gonna span from, like, how would you classify? I'm curious, like from a unbiased perspective, unlike myself, who, you know, I make my own music. What do you think the genre is of My Love?
I feel like it's quite a mixed genre. At first, it wasn't what I was expecting because I didn't know what to expect. Number one,
Yeah,
but listening to it and listening to it again and again, you get like a kind of hint of soulfulness, but then you get like the playfulness and a bit. You wouldn't even. I feel like it's a mixture of like soulful, but then it ticks the pop box, but then it
yeah,
doesn't, and then the feature of the Don Toliver gives it that kind of edge to it. So it's
yeah.
kind of like every box that if everyone can listen to it and be like, okay, I vibe that, you know, that verse, or I vibe that verse, and I feel
Yes,
like it's like quite a good mix.
that's what I want. I want people to be like, I don't even know what
Mm,
to call this, but I want it to just be good
good.
music. So that's how I view all of my music coming out in the future. Some stuff might lean more pop, and some stuff might lean more on the urban or rhythmic side. But
Mm.
for me, it's like what holds it together is my voice and my feelings and my soul, like you said. And so I'll always pull from real life experiences and write about the things that I feel are important to me. And that's really what'll hold the songs together. I don't know if it's a genre necessarily. I mean, of course, I would probably say pop is the genre, just because who knows what pop is anymore. You know, you have
Yeah,
people like
exactly.
Drake and Future on pop radio, and you also have like Ariana Grande, and so
Mm.
it's like it's all over the place. And yeah, that's why I feel like I don't know what genre to say. But I think my next thing is, it leans pop, but it's still like got that rhythmic feel. Like all my stuff is stuff that I would listen to, and I really tend to listen to a lot of like hip hop, rap, R&B, and soulful music like that. So I don't know. That's kind of what I'm going to emulate, but still remaining true to myself.
No, it's good, and I think it's nice that you have a clear direction of what you feel like your sound is, which is so like refreshing to hear. I was going to also ask you in terms of like artists and stuff that influence you. Do you have any top three or top five or that you kind of
Uh,
love?
for sure. You know what's crazy is just since this quarantine, I've been listening to so much like throwback music, probably stuff that like my dad would listen to when he was growing up. Like the Doobie Brothers and the Sticks, and you know, like really throwback, like Tom Petty. But like personally, what I grew up in high school, like when I would get really emotional and I wanted to like be on my own and think about my thoughts and like, you know, the girl I liked and everything in high
Yeah,
school and stuff, like that was all like Drake, Party Next Door, and like,
love Party Next Door.
oh my God, he's the sickest. He's the sickest. And who else? I mean, that lane is like definitely my lane. Like I love, and I know that's like weird to say because Drake's kind of like all over the place, but like Nothing Was the Same. I always say this. That's like my favorite album, like complete album of all time. And then like, you know, Man on the Moon, Kid Cudi. That was like probably my number one album in like sophomore year of high school. So it's kind of like what I was saying. It's a little bit rhythmic and a little bit like
Mm-hmm.
in your feels type music, because that's kind of,
That's how you described it, as like when you like have a girl you like, you need to just like, you know, have your crying session and just be like, why didn't she like me, or I like her,
yeah,
whatever it is. I love how you
yeah,
described it because that's such a real thing to do. Like everyone does it. Like when they're ready to have like a good little sad time, they're like, okay, great, what am I putting on?
No, I love
Quiet
being
storm.
sad sometimes. It's good. It's good to be sad and let your emotions out sometimes. And those guys know exactly how to make a song that makes you feel like they're literally writing it about your life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's my
And it
goal. It's like I want to write music and people are like, "Oh my God, I feel like I'm in this situation."
connected,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
And in terms of producers with My Love, who did you work with to find that sound?
It was funny because this was my first day of producing a solo song, you know, because coming
Oh
from Jack
wow.
and Jack, it was always me and
Yeah.
Johnson in the studio, and we would start the session, you know, with a certain direction. But I had no idea where to start. And so I went in with J.R. Rodham, who I just said J.R. Rodham. His name's J.R. His name's Jonathan Rodham. J.R., this producer, he's so sick. He's like the nicest guy too. And he is a legend in the industry. Like he's produced, you know, things like, you know, Beautiful Girls by Sean Kingston and like a ton of Rihanna stuff. Amazing, amazing songs that I always loved
Mm.
to listen to growing up. Like What You Say, Jason Derulo, that just came to mind. That was like my song back in the day. But anyways, he just started playing the piano and he started playing this like bum bum bum. I was like, yo, that's like weird, but I like it. Like it's for some reason I like it. And so he kept messing around, and me and my buddy Jay Cash, who wrote this song with me, and John Ryan, we started just like messing around and like I don't know who said My Love, but we were like kind of like just singing. Like all of us were just singing and spitballing melodies, and that's how it started to come about. But I had no idea where we were going with it. And I didn't you a lot of times you make songs in the studio and you're like, yeah, this I was like, I'm just having fun. We're gonna see what this is at the end of the day, but I'm not gonna think too hard right now. And we just kind of we like literally were just brainstorming and spitballing ideas, and it came together in like 2 or 3 hours. But I never thought that it would be on that day. I never thought it would be my lead single, you know. But I'm so happy that it is because it's one of those songs that was just really fun to make. And Jr. and J Cash and John Ryan, all those guys made it like
Mm.
this song.
It's fire.
I need it to be heard, you know. And then when the Dawn feature came in, like maybe like 6 months after that, I was like blown away. It made me love the song twice as much because, like you said, it kind of brings that edge to the song, and you really
Mm.
believe his verse. Like his verse is so good. My dad said to me the other day, he was like, "Yo, every time I listen to My Love, I love Don Tolliver's verse 10% more." Like even though he loved it the first time, he's like, "I really, really appreciate that verse now." And I'm glad that I hope people are feeling the same way when they listen to it. You know.
I think they definitely are. And like, it's like you said, it's the rhythmicness of the whole thing, which you just vibe when you listen to it. In terms of like doing the video, how was that doing it and during like this creative process? How was it?
It was a wild experience just because you know it was fully directed over FaceTime. So basically how it would
Crazy.
work is like my girl Diane Martell, she would call me every morning and
Oh,
she
I
would
know
say,
Diane.
yeah, Diane's the shit, man.
Yeah,
She's awesome. I can't wait to keep like, you know, continue to
that's
work
sick.
with her on some like very serious things because we already have some amazing things in the work right now. But she would call me every morning and she would tell me like, okay, I need you to try this and this and this and this. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it all. I don't know where you're going with it. Like some stuff was like kind of weird to me. She was like, I need you to like roll around in your own sheets and film yourself singing your song. I was like, okay, I'm gonna
Um,
try it. And that ended up obviously being in the video. And then she, you know, like stuff like she's like, I need your friend to film you in the bathtub. And it was like all weird for me. But I was like, you know
crazy.
what? I'm going to just like go with her because I know she's a genius. And so I did. And so then I would try those things. I would send her all the footage. And then she would call me the next day and tell me what she thought. And then we would change some things. And then we would go back to shooting. And that process repeated like, I don't know. I'm really glad with how it came out.
Oh my god, I love that. You have the OGs working with you. Diane is like such a legend in the game when it comes to directing. She's done so many amazing things. So
She really
that's
has. She's
sick.
such a legend. I'm very grateful to be working with her and all of the people that I'm working with. I feel like
Yeah.
I could name drop so many people because they're amazing. They've done it all, and I don't know why. I feel so lucky to be working with them. I don't know. It's really cool. It's an awesome experience.
Super fab. I was gonna also ask you, like, in terms of like the whole like quarantine and stuff, how are you staying creative? Are you like reading books? Are you like painting? Like, what's your thing at the what's your thing at the moment?
So I do love to paint. I'm not a big book reader, but I read like on Reddit. You know Reddit, like the website.
Yeah, yeah.
So like me and my friends are all on Reddit, and we always just send each other the craziest, most extensive like reading things in the world, like just like the trippiest things, like the most high thoughts you could think of. Like it's just the like most out there stuff, and we read for hours. But I don't really read books. But wait, what was the other thing you said? You said
Painting.
paint. Okay, yes, painting. So the other day we didn't paint, but I'm home in Omaha, Nebraska with my family, and we're continuing to try to find like new fun things to do because we're kind of like getting sick of each other a little bit. Not really, like we love
It
each other,
happens.
but like yeah, we wanted to stay fresh. And so the other day, my sisters had the idea to like order a bunch of plain white sweatshirts and tie dye. So we tie dyed the other night, like 2 nights ago. And you know, it takes like it's like an 8 hour process, and then you have to wash it, and then yeah. So now I'm finally able to see my tie dye creation after this interview actually, and I'm really excited to go see it because I made like this whole red and black thing. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. I'll definitely probably wear it in the future, so maybe if you follow me you'll see this. But yeah, that was one thing that we did that I actually had a lot of fun doing. I haven't done that since I was like a kid. You know, tie dyeing is, it's crazy, but it's like you can do
It's
whatever you
fun.
want. All you do is like mush, you know, like you like scrunch your whole jacket together or whatever, and then you just like pour dye on it, and like, and it
And
somehow
make it
comes
into a
out.
masterpiece.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice. So that's what I've been doing. But no, like no painting. I actually really want to paint. I love painting. I paint more when I'm in LA because all my friends have all of these like, you know, everything you need to paint. They have it like stocked up at their houses.
Mm. Oh, fun. Damn, I need to step up then. I'm trying to think what creative stuff I've been doing. I haven't done, I didn't want to order an easel, so maybe I might have to do this after this live because you've inspired me to
You
get my
really
paint
should.
on.
Did you paint that painting behind you? It looks beautiful. I don't know what that is.
I mean, I wish I did, but maybe I should have said yeah.
I
I
love
was
that.
gonna
Yeah, I do
also, I was gonna also ask you in terms of like connecting with your fans. Has it been hard during this time? Like, what are you doing? Like, in terms of like, I guess it's hard because you can't obviously reply and speak to everyone. But just, I'm doing things like this is great. But have you thought of new ways to connect with them and connect with your music and stuff?
For sure, this is one of them because
Mm.
I've never done a live Instagram. I still haven't like done my own live Instagram before, which I feel like I should. But I'm always doing these, you know, like with different outlets and stuff, like Wonderland, of course. And that's, I feel like, a great way to connect because I see, you know, my real fans like screen recording and like posting this and telling me how they felt about the answers I was giving and stuff. And you know, like they're very honest with me, and I love to see that interaction.
Mm.
You know, like when they're actually like invested and engaged in what I'm doing, that means that I feel like I'm doing something right. So they're interested in what I'm doing. And so that's really, I feel like social media is just, I mean, obviously. Kids who like know my song and know my dance but don't know me, like that's actually awesome because that's how everything spreads. And I love going through that whole, I go through my sound on TikTok. I think you type in like my love Jack Gilinsky, and you can see like there's thousands of dances already, which I like. That makes me feel so good. It means people are actually enjoying listening to it and
Mm.
dancing to it. So all these social media outlets make it really easy to connect with your fans even if you're in quarantine. You know, it's not really that big of a deal.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I can see your fans are blowing up. They really want a solo live from you. So
Oh really? Okay, I
I'm
didn't even.
saying it on their behalf too, because I can see all the comments coming through about that.
Okay,
In
I'm
terms
definitely
of
gonna do that.
like, sorry, love. In terms of like, just performing in a duo, Jack and Jack. Do you have like a proudest moment that you guys kind of did together?
I remember, well, okay, there's not like a proudest moment, but I do
Mm.
remember when it was probably maybe like 3 months after Rise came out, and we were at the summertime ball actually in London, And that's at like Wembley Stadium, like one of the most iconic venues of all time. And every one of our
Crazy.
favorite acts has performed there, you know? And when we got the chance to even go up there for 5 minutes and perform Rise with Jonas Blue, I remember getting off stage. I actually was like, I thought I was going to die. I was so sick that day. I got food poisoning like 2 days before. And I had like the doctors and everything. I had an IV in my arm. Like I was so sick. But when I got out there on stage, like all of my pain went away. And it sounds so cliche, but it was like a legit moment where I was just like overwhelmed by the physical thing like that I'm just looking at. Like 95,000 or however many people in front of me singing the lyrics that like I sing. It was just a overwhelming moment. And I remember, even though I was so sick, me and Johnson got off stage and we had a moment. We were like, dude, this is crazy. Like this, we have like, we've just interacted with way more people than we ever thought we would ever touch in the entire world. And, you know, coming from high school, like when we started this whole thing, like we never imagined that we would be performing in front of 100,000 people. You know, that just sounds like something out of a fairy tale, you know, every kid's dream. So that was a moment for us where we were like, this is really cool. Like we have like a number one in a country that we're not from. And it's like, this is just insane. And so that was definitely one of the moments. But there were so many good moments, you know, every time we would get off stage and, you know, the fans would chant Jack and Jack and get us to come back out for an encore. Like that, those were moments backstage. We'd be like, what? Like, can you believe what is going on right now? Like they're screaming our names. Like that's the craziest stuff in the world. So there were countless moments like that with Jack. And I'm glad that we had those moments because it made me hungry. Like I want more, you know?
That's amazing. In terms of like your career as well, what's the biggest lesson that you've learned?
Ooh. I don't know. I really don't know. I've learned a lot of lessons. There's no doubt. I would just say like to stay, I always say this and I really hope it doesn't sound like cliche, but I just try to stay positive because there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be all of everything. There's going to be so much, especially in the industry that we're in, you know, the entertainment industry. It's literally the Wild West and anything goes and you just don't know what's going to happen. So you got to be prepared for anything. But at the same time, take everything and just look at the positive side of any situation because there always is a positive side. It's all about how you view things and how you react to things. And that's what I've learned is just be positive, and it's okay if like things take time. Like that's how great things come is with time. So that's definitely probably the number one thing that I've learned.
I love to hear you say that because I feel like you've got so many young fans as well. So for them to hear you say that in terms of positivity, like during this crazy time that we're in right now, it's just like so good because I feel like people need to hear these things over and over because it's such a mad time at the moment.
Yeah, like I agree.
On,
I was just gonna say I agree. I can't imagine going through this while I was like in high school, for instance. Like you referenced the young kids. Like it's just an insane time. I don't know how they're dealing with it, and I'm inspired by the way everyone's I feel like everyone's staying very positive, and the internet kind of brings everyone together in that way.
Yeah, it's so good. So My Love, is this part of a bigger project?
I believe that it will be. I truly believe it will be on my debut album, of course, but I couldn't tell you when that would come. I mean, if I had to take a wild guess, I would say like 2021. You know, the top of 2021 is probably when that would happen. But it's just so weird. Like we're in a time that no one knows, no one can predict what's going to happen. So we're just taking it day by day. But yes, it will be on a project.
And just in terms of like your journey, I feel like your followership and just your fan base have grown so much and also you've achieved so much. Do you feel like I don't know, do you feel successful? What's your definition of success right now? Do you feel like you've still got so much more to do?
Yes, I feel like I feel like I'm literally not even like 1% of what I really want to achieve, you know? And I feel like not to undermine anything that I have achieved because we've done some amazing things. And especially with Jack and Jack, like we did things, as I said before, like we would never have believed if you told me that in high school. So I'm very proud of what I've accomplished and I feel successful, but you know, at the same time, I'm hungry and I want so much more. But success is, in my book, success is happiness, and I'm happy, you know, but I'm not content. I want a lot
More.
more, and I want to achieve so much, and like I said, inspire and influence so many millions of more people. So I have a lot of work to do, but definitely I feel successful for sure. You know, it's a good feeling to have reached people, and to that's my guy Zion just commented, man, I miss Zion, I miss my friends, you know, like I don't know if you have seen your friends in a long time, but it's so funny
Absolutely.
whenever I see one of my boys like comment in the live, I'm like,
You're like,
this is just
yo.
like, I miss those people, dude. Yeah, it's crazy.
I was going to say also, you know, you said you feel like you've got so much more to achieve. Like, what's on your bucket list? Do you have any like particular maybe artists you really want to work with, or just general bucket list vibes?
I definitely have a huge bucket list, and it contains so many random things, I'm sure. I mean, a really random thing that I'm extremely afraid of is jumping out of a plane. I know that's on a lot of people's bucket lists. Doesn't really have to do with being an artist, but I
It's
feel
not
like it's
on
a big,
mine.
yeah, I know it's like not on a lot of people's at the same time, but it's something that I've always thought about, but been really scared and feel like it's kind of a stupid thing to try, but it's also maybe on mine. I don't know. But in terms of like working with artists, like not even just collaborating, but I really want to write music. Like I want to write music with some of my favorites. Like I would love to write a song with Party Next Door, or just have like a studio session with him, whether it comes out or not. Like I would just love to like kick it, write a good song, listen to it, and like I don't know, like any of those guys, The Weeknd, you know, obviously Drake, like those are guys that are at the very top. So it's like extremely ambitious to list those names, but it's definitely something that I'm interested in. I want to do. That's how you got to like set your sights. You got to set your sights at the very
Hi.
top, so you can achieve those things and work towards something.
No, definitely. I just love the vibes, positivity. Would love to see a Party Next Door collab, definitely, because I'm a big fan too. So I feel like that would be
Yeah,
such a vibe. So when
it
we're
really
allowed
would
to
be.
be out of our houses, we can turn up to that song 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
And then lastly from me, what do you hope the future holds for your career and just you as an artist as well?
I just hope that I can inspire people. Like, you know, I want to make people feel like they can do anything, and I want to make people feel like if you put your mind to something, like you really can achieve it. And I know that's like something that a lot of people preach, but I just want people to be happy, and I want people to like be able to come to my music, come to my page, whatever it is, and feel my energy and feel the positive vibes that I'm giving off, and hopefully they can like feed off of those and just tackle their own ambitions, you know? Like that's what I really want for everybody. Like I don't know, that's I feel like that's why everybody becomes an artist, is like
Mm.
it's weird because it is all about you, you know, like you're doing all this stuff and you're always talking about yourself, but like really I'm doing it to inspire everyone else. Like I want to be able to, I don't know, you know, make people feel like they have a purpose, really.
Really warmed my heart. No, thank you so much for the good vibes. Now, a little birdie told me you're going to perform something for us.
Yes, I would love to, if that's
For the
okay.
fans. For the fans.
Yeah, can I do it?
Yeah,
Do you
100%.
think they would mind? Like, is it okay if I sing a song?
I feel like you guys want him to sing a song, though.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I'll
Everyone's like,
sing.
I
Okay.
love you.
Everyone's like,
Send
no.
some hearts if you want to hear a song, 100%. Send some
They.
hearts. I need some red hearts in this.
Oh wait, what is the hearts on the right? Like, how do you even do that?
I think it's when they like love something you're saying, you can like heart, you just press a little heart. And then that's why it all comes up together because they're loving the
I'm so
vibes.
bad with all this. I don't know how to do any of it. But yeah, let me grab the guitar. All right.
Okay, a few hearts. Hearts are coming through, guys. Everyone's like, no, we don't mind.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, hearts coming through.
It's always like nerve-wracking because with this song, I know a lot of people, I don't know, anybody who plays guitar knows this, but it's actually a half step lower than like the norm is for guitars to be tuned. So anytime I want to play a different song, I have to tune my guitar back up because I can't like sing super, super high. So I have to make sure it's in the right key, which it is. So I'm glad. Are we ready? Can I do this?
Right, the hearts are coming through. Someone said I'm screaming. So I think I think we're definitely ready.
Okay, let me.
Yeah, hearts are coming
Let me do
through.
it. Here we go. All right. If I gotta speak facts, even if we're on a break, you're still mine, and you know I'm still yours. Long as we don't go and crash that one night, you got a new man. But I know it's all me you're missing, and that body don't lie. I'll be over there in a minute. Don't let too many nights go by before you try to make this right. Don't make me find someone who knows how to do the things you do with my love, my love, my love. Tell me what you're trying to do with my love, my love, my love. Show me you don't wanna lose it. Don't make me find someone who knows how to do the little things you do with my love, my love, my love, my love, my love. There we go.
Woo! Clapping all the way from London town.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes.
No, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your talent and just the song and everything and that beautiful rendition. That was super, super fab. And look, the hearts are coming in. Someone's screaming, I'm going to pee myself. Yeah, the comments are they're getting quite wild in the comments. But no, honestly, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and thank you to all of Wonderland. Tell all your colleagues and whatever, everybody over there that I really appreciate the support that everyone's giving, and I love the article. I think they did a great job. So thank you guys so much, and I can't wait to get out. I'm like speaking gibberish. I can't wait to get out to London so I can actually see all you guys in person.
No, that'd be so great. And we can't wait to hear more from you as well. And I'm going to be looking out for that Party Next Door Club, 100%. And everything else. Okay. And the tie-dye top.
I'm going to post that for sure. So be on the lookout. And thank you so much for having me. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you, guys. Really. Thank you. See you.
Have a good day. Everybody. Bye.
Thank you guys for joining in again. It's me, Tony Blaze from Wonderland Magazine, Editor-in-Chief. Hope you enjoyed that. Yep, super, super fab. We'll be back again live this week at some point. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. And have an amazing day, morning, night. If you're waking up, whatever. Love you guys too. Thank you, everyone, and have a great, great, great day. Speak soon. See you guys later. Thank you, guys.